Supreme Court unanimously bars impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte. On July 25, 2025, the Supreme Court of the Philippines issued a landmark ruling, unanimously nullifying the impeachment complaint filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. The court held that the complaint violated the constitutional one-year bar rule, which prohibits filing multiple impeachment complaints in a single year. Details of the decision. The court determined that Duterte's impeachment case, the fourth filed in less than a year, was invalid, as the earlier three complaints had already triggered the constitutional ban, rendering any subsequent filing unconstitutional. Consequently, no impeachment trial will be held in the Senate, because the Senate lacks jurisdiction without a valid complaint. Details of the decision. The court determined that Duterte's impeachment case, the fourth filed in less than a year, was invalid, as the earlier three complaints had already triggered the constitutional ban, rendering any subsequent filing unconstitutional. Consequently, no impeachment trial will be held in the Senate, because the Senate lacks jurisdiction without a valid complaint. Key facts. Date of ruling, July 25, 2025. Unanimous vote, 13-0 by the justices who participated, 2 abstained, Justices Caguillo and Singh. 1-year ban lift. The constitutional ban on filing new impeachment complaints against Duterte remains in force until February 6, 2026, which marks 1 year since the House passed the invalidated complaint. Background: the impeachment process. On February 5, 2025, the House of Representatives approved the impeachment of Vice President Duterte on allegations including misuse of confidential funds, extrajudicial killings, and threats against President Marcos. Prior to that date, 3 earlier complaints had been filed in late 2024, each citing similar charges. These complaints triggered the constitutional bar on multiple filings in a 12-month period. Reactions and aftermath. Senator Joel Villanueva stated that the impeachment tribunal might choose to proceed despite the SC's ruling, referring to the 2011 impeachment of Chief Justice Corona as a precedent where the Senate had attempted to continue proceedings despite judicial intervention. What's next? No Senate trial will take place, as the impeaching article was declared unconstitutional. Refiling is barred until February 6, 2026. Only after this date can impeachment proceedings resume legally. Political implications remain fluid, with intense attention on how this decision might shape alliances and disputes ahead of the 2028 elections. Summary. Court ruling unanimously nullified impeachment complaint due to constitutional 1-year ban. Vote count 13 in favor, 0 opposed, 2 abstained. Legal basis: fourth complaint within 12 months is in violation. No jurisdiction exists for Senate trial. Ban period: new complaints barred until February 6, 2026. Political context: House impeached Duterte on February 5, 2025. Earlier complaints filed in December 2024 triggered the bar rule. Potential outcome: no trial. Political and legal strategies will likely pivot toward the post-ban date.